Hello, Shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
I will, Hab Voice. Thank you again for being a loyal friend. And good morning, Shipbreakers. A little bit different intro this time. I'm thinking about turning this into some kind of series where it doesn't seem like every chunk is separate from all the other chunks. Actually, while we're standing here, we're going to look pensively out the window for a moment. There we go. So, I want to state a couple of things. So the last video I uploaded with a gamma correction because the video looked very dark, and I know that YouTube likes to lower the gamma on videos, making them almost completely invisible to the naked eye. However, this game uses an awful lot of bloom on the HUD, which cannot be taken away through the means of using the graphics, and that was a really weird sentence to say, so let me back it up and try again. So, it's impossible to remove bloom via the options menu. There we go, that's what we're looking for. So because of that, when I did the gamma upgrade in my editing software, it made all the HUD elements look super bloomy, and it actually made the inside of the game look super fuzzy. So we're going to try not to do that today. So if this one's a little bit darker, that's going to be why. Next thing is let's check out our equipment as usual. That's how we always want to start our day as a shipbreaker, thanking the company and repairing our stuff. So we're going to go that. Anything below 75 we will repair. We have 103 links tokens, and we're almost up on our demo charges. Look at that. Further tweaks to disarming mechanism greatly decreases the risk of failure. Well, I don't want to die, but why would I disarm it anyway? You know, I just blow up whatever it's touching. As an impact-based deploy mechanism to demo charge, allowing thrown charges to deploy on contact. Yeah, we know that one. And then we have more demo charges and tweaks the demo charge explosive self-cleanup mechanism. We'll do that one so we don't blow anything apart that we don't want to. And we'll come back to it later to get more stuff. Isn't that nice? Super nice. Now, I realized that I replaced one of my stickers with a donkey sticker, and that made me feel like a complete ass. Ooh, I can upgrade my rock. Nice. Now, I know that the sticker, I said I wasn't going to mess with the stickers too much, but we had a cute little guy on our sticker here, right here. That was our dude, and we took him away, and now I got to put him... Oh, wait, there's a better one. Hologram. Okay, so, yeah, we did that, and we're not going to do that again. So we're not going to mess with the stickers too much. Okay. Yes, the mackerel heavy cargo. Let's go ahead and finish what we started. It's always good to finish what you start. Links mandates. Each cutter salvage the maximum amount of value possible in a timely manner. Rewards and recognition may be given to top performers. Well, yes, absolutely. I am a top performer for Links Corporation. Alright, we have no tethers though, so we have to spend some of our hard-earned money to earn some of our hard-earned money. So we're going to go ahead and grab some tethers. We're going to head back to this Hulk, and we're going to finish it up. Now, since we've opted out of Link's Revival, because we don't want to pay the extra money, we're being kind of cheap, I started to think to myself, what happens when we die? Now, most people will tell you that when you die, the energy that makes up your soul, that exists in your corporeal form, will float out of your body and be magnetically attracted to a location based on how society felt you interacted with other people during your lifetime. Since that's way too complicated for me, I think what will happen if I die is I'll just restart. That'll just be the easiest way to do it, and we'll go from there.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
At least I think that's the best option. I don't know. The only reason I'm doing the no revival is because I don't really want to restart, even if I have the option. It's just easier that way. Besides, who wants to die and restart? I mean, if I were to die, I wouldn't want to restart. At least not right away. I think I'd like to take a trip, a vacation, a break, you know? You're like, I'm dead. I earned my time. I'm gonna take a break, take a breather, sit on the beach for a while. Or not. Create my own weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's 6. Bernie doesn't do anything, just sits around. Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Speaking of which, mental health is extremely important. Being alone in space, or alone anywhere, can really drain on you. So it's really important that you check your mental health every once in a while. You know? You can talk to a friend, talk to an enemy, talk to somebody. Talk to a volleyball that's got a face print on it from your bloodied hand, Tom Hanks style. Tom Hanks style. You know, I think about Castaway every once in a while, and I don't consider myself a movie buff per se, but I do know a thing or two about filmography. And I have to say that Castaway is not about a man being stuck or lost on an island and being cast away. It's actually about the longest, most successful FedEx delivery in history. No. I know what you're thinking. That's madness. Tom Hanks did such a fantastic job talking to himself and playing with that basketball. How could it ever be about something other than that? Well, it's easy. From the very first scene, we're shown that Tom Hanks isn't the most important character. Because the very first scene is about a FedEx delivery to the young lady. That's right. Now, I'm not going to try to spoil it. You know, some people haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil it. But you know who the young lady is. You know how it ends if you've seen it. It's about a package delivery. The most important package delivery of Tom Hanks' career. Okay, now that I say that out loud, I feel like that's a little bit more perverse than I meant it to be. You know what? I think this all comes apart in one piece. I just don't think that I can pull it away from the piping. So I'm going to do this and see if that moves. Does that move? Oh yeah, it moves. It just moves slow. Okay, so yeah, I can't move that manually. It's literally stuck to all the piping. So we're going to have to do it like so. We're just going to get it in there. Get in there. Get over there. There we go. That's going to be fun on the other side. Now we have this big old guy who needs to come out here too. Now, if I remember correctly, we need to split it from the middle. Okay. There we go. But here's the thing. If you yourself don't have a young lady or a young gentleman to talk to, or you don't have a package that you need to deliver because you're the best FedEx guy ever, mental health is still very important. And so at the bottom of the screen, you will find a little phone number. It's going to stay there. It's probably been there. If I've done this right, it's been there since the beginning with questions like, what's that phone number? I need to call it. Well, you may or may not need to, but that little phone number down there is where a few people spend some time during their day to make sure that you have someone to talk to when you need it. And that's extremely important. And so if you ever find yourself lost and alone, maybe not feeling so hot, and you think to yourself, I really wish I had someone to talk to and I don't know who, dial it up. Give yourself a mental health day. Give somebody a chat. Make sure that you're doing the best things you can do for you. Alright. In all seriousness out of the way, let's cut ourselves a boat, shall we?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh dear, they blocked me. Okay. Okay. So let's slice and dice a little bit. Ooh, I actually can't remove this yet if I'm going to get that airlock open without destroying the door. So let's cut to this side. There should be enough power left over. Yes? No.
Object processed.
Okay.
Transferring credits.
It's red, which means it's empty, so I should just be able to cut the door open.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Oh, it goes in the processor anyway. Alright, that really wasn't important. All I really wanted out of that was the door control. But the door control's worth a couple dollars. Yeah, see? All 84,000. That's a lot of dollars. Alright, so where were we? Oh yeah, we were cutting. Uh-oh. Something broke. Sounded expensive. What does expensive sound like? I don't have kids, but if it were me, it would start with Dad! I mean, that's my assumption. I guess if you're married, it starts with honey? With that little question mark at the end. You know, honey? And usually it's followed along with, should that be leaking? Is that supposed to be that color? What's that smell? See, that's when things get expensive. What's that smell? That's a big one. That can come from anything. Anywhere from the bathroom to your corporeal form we were talking about before. Although if you got what's that smell coming out of your corporeal form, you're not going to have a corporeal form for much longer. And if you happen to get to the other side and you figure out exactly what happens, send a note, would you? We've been waiting for a long time. You'd figure somebody over there would have figured out texting and cell phones by now, or at least email.
Salvage secured.
Because we're all sitting over here kind of curious, a little nervous, hoping for the best. So, you know, let us know. I guess technically someone did invent the Ouija board. Who invented the Ouija board? Somebody needs to look that up. Throw it in the comments. Let me know. Who invented the Ouija board? Like, I know. Nobody invented the Ouija board. It wasn't an invention so much as a discovery. Who discovered the Ouija board? Like the Ouija board's electricity. You didn't invent the Ouija board. You just discovered it. Yeah, like it was sitting on the side of the road. Just happened to walk by one day, and there it is, Ouija board. A little rock with a hole in it. I'm thinking to myself, what if I put 2 and 2 together and ask weird questions? I mean, that could work if you just, like, touched it and were like, what's this? And, I mean, but the title's right at the top, isn't it? It answers its own question. You wouldn't even need a ghost for that. Just read it. It's a Ouija board. It's like reading Monopoly. Just look at it long enough, you know what it is. You remember those... Remember, you know, I remember back in the 80s, being a kid. You know, back when board games were a thing and people cared about them. You know, I don't think anyone ever cared about board games, but, you know, bear with me. You know, bear with me a little bit. So, back in the 80s, even a little bit in the 90s when board games were a thing, and rich people would have rich people board games, gold-plated copies of Monopoly set on top of, like... That is not going anywhere, and I should probably be careful with that, so let's get rid of that. I don't think I cut all the lines. Am I missing something? Probably. Ah, sneaky, sneaky. That should be the last one. So I also always see these magazines where they have for sale this this copy version of Monopoly, where it had silver inlay board with a with gold pieces, like 24 karat gold plated pieces. I don't know about the money, but it would sit on top of like a walnut base, and the walnut base had a drawer, and the drawer had all the money and pieces in it. That's where you started, and it has all velvet lined. That's what rich people did in the 80s. They spent real money on a game about having fake money.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I won't say that I did not cover such a thing. I mean, who wouldn't? You're a kid in the 80s. You play Monopoly all the time. Who wouldn't want a gold-plated version? You tell me you want to come over to my house and play Monopoly? It's a gold-plated version.
Transferring credits.
Like, I understood the worth of it. I understood why it existed and what it meant. And of course I wanted one, but like, I don't think I understood what. Because you don't play a Monopoly game made out of solid gold. You display a Monopoly game made out of solid gold. That's all you do. You don't play it. You don't touch it. I mean, you gotta use your hands? That's like a baby's toy. Exactly. You don't touch it. You don't play it. You leave it on a shelf and you have Jeeves dust it every once in a while. The Finnegans are coming over again, Jeeves. Dust my copy of Monopoly. Would you like to play it, sir? No, that will decrease the value. Just dust it again, so when they see it, they will be jealous.
Salvage goal clear.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Good times. Oh dear. See, this is the part that I kind of fiddled about with, because now we have to gut this thing, and it's kind of flying all over the place. So we're going to come down here a little bit. There you go. We're just going to use momentum on our side here to yank things down. Whoop!
Rewards assigned.
Helmet out. Helmet gone.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Come on. Momentum will be my friend. Almost there. You know, there were many things that I wanted in the 80s. I mean, take whatever your first 10 years of childhood were like and then figure out what you wanted out of it. Magazines, movies, cartoons, books, commercials, it didn't matter. There's always something. Someone peddling something towards you. The child who has no money going, Mom, 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 Dad, Dad, Dad.
Salvage deposit
Like I said, when do
confirmed.
things get expensive?
Applying credit.
Dad! Good times. Alright, we have 2 minutes left. We're running a little bit low on fuel. Luckily, refills on oxygen are free. Okay, we just... there we go. They're free. So we're going to refill our oxygen here.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
No, no, no. Oxygen's free. Refill your fuel.
Thank you for your purchase.
Refuel.
Have a nice day.
There you go. And we're going to cut out with 1 minute and 45 seconds left. Yay, it's finished. Out of the second half, we got 5.7 million out of it. End our shift, earn our points, see what happens.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
I don't feel like Hab Voice's mathematics compute quite as well as I'd hope, but I won't argue, because I am a company man, and I agree with everything they say. Alright, what do we got? $156,068.73 in fees, because our interest rate went down. Hooray. Our salvage income was $5,795,727 and 0 cents. Always a 0 cents, isn't that nice? Hey, space geologists. We got collect 2 Story of the Cosmos collector stickers. Go us. We got another sticker in a box. Alright, Shipbreakers. So that's going to be the end of this session. Next session we might go with something a little bit bigger. I think I'll skip a ghost ship. We might go something a little bit harder and see how that works for us. But for now, I'd like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4 kilobyte short, on this Let's Play of Hardspace Shipbreaker, and I'll see you guys next time.